Hello and welcome back to Fist Entertainment for my review of Joker 2 from 2024 in 4K UHD. Talking about the plot of the film, Darrell's opinion of the film, my opinion of the film. Talk about maybe some issues people have with the film and maybe address them, and then get the film ranking. Alright. Film comedian Arthur Flake meets the love of his life, Lee, played by Lady Gaga, while in Arkham State Hospital. Upon their release, the pair embark on a doomed romantic misadventure. That doesn't really get too much away. I would say it's more like Joker on Trial movie is what I would call it. But it's also a musical, which I thought was interesting. All right, the Darrell's opinion. Darrell hates this movie. Darrell literally hates this movie. In fact, I bought this on Amazon for this event, as well as Blue Beetle, which of course you saw before this. It hated so much that people on Amazon that bought this movie on 4K actually hated the film so much that they sent it right back to Amazon. It's very, very, very funny. Now, let's address why people don't like Joker 2. They don't like Joker 2 because it's a musical. That's one of them. They think that the musical aspect of the film throws people off. They feel the film doesn't have as much of an impact as the first film. They feel that it's just a hot mess. And it's trying to be so many things at once. Now, I can understand this film a whole lot like the first film. This film, a whole lot like the first film, is not made for DC comic book fans. Now, is it connected to the DC universe? Yes. And it's very, very funny why. And I'll get to that, because there's some Easter eggs in this film. But the biggest one is actually the last scene of the movie. Like I said, I'll get to that. And I was not expecting that. All right. My opinion. I actually like this one, because I actually understand this film. I won't go into why I understand the film. That's my own personal business, but I understand this film. And because I do, I actually like this movie. I like the acting in the film. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time watching the film. Whenever I left to go to the bathroom, whatever, I would have to pause the movie because I didn't want to miss a single thing, because I was engaged the entire time watching this film. The look of the film, very interesting, the look of the film. It has a very good look that still kind of is reminiscent to the 1980s in which the film obviously takes place. It's either the 1970s or the 80s. I would say aesthetically it might be the 70s on it. I might have been wrong about saying these take place in the 80s. But it could have been the 80s or the 70s. It has that overall atmospheric look of the late 70s to early to mid 80s about how the film looks and how it's filmed. Now, interesting enough, this film actually goes back and forth between a 2.35 by 1 wide frame and a 1.85 by 1 wide frame, which is IMAX enhanced. Which is very interesting that they would do that on a film like this. But they didn't. Now, I could say that maybe some of the dream sequences in the movie, you know, the stuff that's in Arthur's head, does kind of look good if you were to imagine it in an IMAX theater. But everything else, no. All right. Give this film a ranking. Give this film a ranking. I'm going to give this film a solid 4 stars, just like the first film. I actually think this is actually a perfect movie. You don't even have to watch the first film to really enjoy this one. I'm sorry. The world may hate this movie. I love this movie. This film actually was a unexpected charm to me. And I was going into this film expecting to hate the hell out of this movie. I think I even hinted that I was going to go into this hating on the film and ranting on it. But after watching it, now I just got done watching it, which is why you have that atmosphere on the Gobi lighting. I just got done watching this just a few minutes ago. It was a first time watch for me, and I'm sorry, I can't ditch on this film. I had a great time. So yeah, it gets a perfect score from me. I think Lady Gaga was awesome. Now let's go into the Easter eggs real quick. This is where it gets really interesting. Now, when it comes to the character of Harley Quinn, which is kind of what the character of Lee is, she kind of becomes Harley Quinn, as it were. This gives a different kind of backstory to the character, which is very different from the comic books. So that is the liberties that they took. But this right here, I was definitely not expecting. The very last part of the film, the final scene, in fact, you have an inmate over at Arkham Psychiatric Hospital that literally makes a joke and then stabs and kills our main character. And then after doing so, takes his blade and does this while laughing. And so it gives you a little bit of an idea that the Joker, as we know, the Batman supervillain Joker, isn't the original Joker. This is the original Joker. Joker we know from all the Batman movies basically just took on the name of Joker based off of somebody he idolized that he killed, which I thought was interesting. Well, I know most people hated the film. I did not. As always, you're always welcome to put a comment below. Give me a like. Maybe tell your friends about me and have them subscribe. And that's pretty much it for this one. I'll see you guys next time for whatever franchise I'm going to be reviewing next. I have a lot of films that I haven't reviewed. Maybe I'll finish the month off with some random stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed my views and opinions and controversies, trivia on the modern DC universe from 2013 throughout 2024. It's been definitely a pleasure and a very, very wonderful event to actually do this. And I have been asked to do this for years. Now, as for all the other DC properties, I might do that too. But that would be much further down the line, for sure. I'm not going to do it right now. So see you guys on whatever films I review next. Until then.